the truth. He said, look, it was too soon for AJ, plus he doesn't even have a trainer. Now, if we'd have known about that, we wouldn't have wasted so much time.
Frank, thank you so much for taking the time to join us tonight and
explaining Tyson. And I'm not here banging the drum for Tyson. This is the fella who's gone abroad and fought the best, gone to their countries and been to the States 3 times and beat the hardest punching heavyweight out there in 3 brilliant fights. Went to Germany and fought in 54,000 people in Germany and give him a boxing lesson when he was the best heavyweight out there at the time.
I don't think we're disputing he's not the number one.
That's what's going down. The thing you've done in the week talking to whoever that bloke you was talking
Nick
to,
Pete on Fight Night Extra,
whoever it is. I mean, what is all that nonsense about? What does he know? How does he know what Tyson's doing? How does he know?
Hi all, Lost D, Punch Out TV. Hope you're all well on this Monday evening. I've just been listening to an interview from yesterday. Frank Warren ringing up TalkSport, crying like a big baby because he doesn't like what the people at TalkSport have been saying about Tyson Fury, about him spouting his big mouth and offering these BS contracts and then not doing nothing about it. I mean, for me, TalkSport is a Frank Warren platform anyway. They've all got the tongue up flipping Furies and Frank Warren's rectal anyway, but even the boys at TalkSport have become fed up of it now. Simon Jordan, I do like Simon Jordan, but he's a Tyson Fury fanboy, and he even admits it, but even he's had enough now. And apparently they've been, I saw a couple of videos last week where they were saying, put up or shut up. They've had enough now. Frank Warren has heard Gareth A. Davies talking to some guy on there last week, and he don't like it. So he's rung up crying about it and complaining to Gareth A. Davies. Spencer Oliver was on there, Mark Tibbs, Dylan White's former trainer. But none of them questioned Frank. They asked him a few questions like what's going on, but Frank stuck his foot down and all of them backed off straight away. But for me, the problem is, Frank, you just don't get it, do you, mate? You do, but you're pretending that you don't. You can't defend this man for his antics, for what he's done. Pissing around, moving goalposts, sending BS contracts, knowing damn well that the fighters aren't going to do it. But then when one fighter did agree to everything, his arse fell out and he fluffed it. And then he goes away, comes back, and then he's offering all these contracts again, sending Anthony Joshua a contract. Eddie Hearn denied that he even received it. Then you're offering Usyk out again, and with the 60-30 split, 70-30 split, and all this bullshit. And you just ride with it, Frank. You think that this is okay for your fighter to do this. We don't want to know what's going on. We only want to know what's going on when the fights are being made. And these fights are being made that we can see. Not all this, it'll be announced this week and then nothing happens. That's why the fans are fed up. They're fed up of the bullshit. If Eddie Hearn was doing this, Frank, you'd be all over him like a cheap suit. So pull your thumb from up your arse and stop crying like a big baby and get your frigging fighter to fight someone. Usyk has now signed with the Saudis and he's called him out. Let's see if he fluffs it. I think he will. He's sending contracts to fighters, knowing AJ's fighting in August, and then he wants to fight Wilder in December. He knows damn well that Usyk's just won a purse bid and he's fighting Daniel Dubois. Saying he wants to fight Zhilei Zhang, knowing damn well that Joe Joyce has activated the reclause, the rematch. So you backed into a corner. But everything what Frank Warren ever says, it's never Tyson Fury's fault. It's always Anthony Joshua's fault. It's always Usyk's fault. The fans have seen through the bullshit. I'm sick and tired of making these videos, but I'm just going to keep roasting these clowns if I can, because that's what the fans have fed up of. And the fans are fed up of you now, Frank, defending this fucking fool. He's one of the worst champions ever because he doesn't want to fight anyone. All he wants is to, like I said last week, cherry pick or blame people for ducking him when we all know who's been doing the ducking. So, Mr. Fury, button your mouth. Frank Warren, button your mouth. When you've got a fucking fight announced and it ain't no goddamn cherry pick like that Dempsey McGee guy, that's when the fans will take note of what's happening. Until then, stop crying like a big baby because you don't like what TalkSport are saying about your fighter. Stop crying, go and make a fight, and come back with a decent opponent. Let me know what you think. Peace. Oh, and just by the way, what the hell was Gareth A. Davies wearing in that interview? He looks like a Poundland version of Bono out of U2. But I don't know, I couldn't stop laughing at him. It's like a cheap rock star. Anyway, peace out. I'll catch you soon.